Welcome to the AwsAmazing Show episode. I believe this is 3 now. And if you guys are new here, it's really just some random guy on the internet just talking about things that I find interesting and funny or just whatever. Sometimes I get derailed, and keep in mind, I do this live. So if things happen, and if people start chanting a lot, and I try to engage with the chatters as much as I can, sometimes things get derailed because of you guys. I know yesterday we were talking about clones and how I think clones is a real thing. I don't want to get too into it, but cloning technology has been around since the 90s. Okay, so just that's just a thought. What is going on right now that I found super interesting? I think today I saw this clip of our friend, Mr. Kanye West, and I think I want to start it off with him because I saw this clip of him, and when I saw it, it just made so much sense to me. It's basically sums up what is he has been doing over the last months, years. I don't even know how long it's been. um, and it I Kanye. He is like the gift that just keeps on giving. Endless hours of entertainment. I swear. There's no one that can entertain better than Kanye. I don't know how he does it. He just does it. It's amazing. I have to say, it's kind of amazing if you really think about it. How he can do this and keep everyone entertained all the time with just random things. Sorry, I gotta switch this off so you guys don't hear too much loopy feedbacky. All right, I'm gonna play this clip of Kanye and let me know what you guys think about our friend, Mr. Kanye. Okay, because he is, like I said, the most interesting person ever. All right, this is Kanye, and he had a Twitch, and he was banned very quickly. And you sometimes you wonder, he goes on these rants, and he went on this giant rant about all kinds of things, and nobody cared because the Shannon Sharp thing came out around the same time. This was like weeks ago, I guess, that he did this, and nobody cared. But I went back and I watched some of it, and I've been seeing clips resurface, but this one caught my eye because I just thought I'll just play it. Okay, if you guys saw that, keep in mind I'm having lots of issues all the time with sharing videos. If you guys saw that, that was Kanye. He was basically talking that ever since the news came out that, if you guys don't know, he had a song that came out and it wasn't very good. But the big part about the Kanye song was that he admitted that when he was 14, he had a relationship with his cousin, and he basically his cousin, you know. And to to be in the mind of Kanye to admit that in a song and just throw it out there, right? Very interesting. Very interesting move, right? Because now he's saying that now he's got the powers. Now he can claim that he is not straight, right? He's got the non-straight powers. He could use the rainbow powers to his will now because he admitted in a song that he had some fun with his cousin. His cousin, by the way, who a pregnant lady and is in jail for multiple years, lifetimes. Um, and other interesting thing about this is that his cousin cannot defend himself because he's in jail. So imagine you're Kanye's cousin, and this song comes out that Kanye played with your friend downstairs, and you're in prison, and everyone's looking at you funny now. Oh my goodness. Oh, Kanye, Kanye, Kanye. But yes, he basically said, "Oh, let's just hear it again." I don't know if the sound was good or not. We'll play it again, and you guys can hear it again. All right. Again, he's basically saying that he's got all the powers now. He's got the rainbow powers. He's got the saluting powers. You know what I mean? He's got the cross powers. He's got the other cross powers. He's got all of it now. He's collecting them all. Okay? He used the Star of David. If there is a symbol out there that he cannot use, he's gonna get it. He's trying to assemble all the symbols. Kanye is our Thanos. He's a real life Thanos. He's getting all the symbols. Once he gets them all, what do you guys think he's gonna be able to do with his new powers? You get all the symbols together. Who knows? Who knows? I just thought that was very interesting. What else is going on in the world that I saw that was very interesting? Oh, I guess this is an update to a story that we did a while back. Not a while back, a few days ago. I feel like I did this story before everyone else did. Um, Chinese economy is collapsing, factories are closing. I did this story a few days ago, showing some footage of what the factories look like in China right now. A lot of places, there's protests going on over there. And there's a new trend that's popping up over there. And I would like to share this with you guys because when I saw this pop up on my feed, I thought it was hilarious. Hilarious. And it's just a course for the times, I guess. Because this news here, or at least this clip that I saw, sums up the times that we are in right now. Okay, so let's play it. And please, in the chat, let me know if you can see these clips that I post up, because sometimes when I post them up, they go black on me or whatever. And again, I'm doing this live, so I cannot fix anything. I have to fix it afterwards. But you have to let me know if you can hear or see the clips, because if I don't get any feedback, you don't get any feedback. And you know, you know. Oh, you know what? Based on some of these settings I had here, I don't think you guys heard the Kanye stuff. I'll play that again in a little bit, because that means I was talking for hours, minutes, whatever, and you guys didn't even hear the clips. But anyways, we'll go back to the Kanye stuff. Let's talk about this real quick, okay? These this is a Chinese hottie body, and there's a new trend that's going around right now ever since the factories shut down, and that is these hottie bodies in China are now becoming street vendors. I mean, this is not a new thing. If you've been to Thailand or some of these other Southeast Asian countries, they've all been doing this for a long time. But I guess now that things are bad, over there. They are now jumping on the train. So let's see a little bit of
毕业
this.
后，小区门口就
A sweet looking girl prepared 200 pounds of oranges and 40 pounds of watermelon to set up a juice stand. As the weather got
Okay.
hotter and the sun stronger, she took out sunscreen and started applying it to her arms. Then she
Okay,
started
pause, 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 pause. Again, let me know if you guys can hear any of this stuff. All right. Because that means I played the Kanye thing 2 times and you guys didn't say anything. A few comments about this, okay? First of all, one thing I really hate about, I don't know, it's a lot of Chinese social medias like this, but it's not exclusively Chinese social media, but it's a lot of Chinese social medias like this. Um, First thing you want to look at is this girl's face. The filter system in China is so strong that it bugs me like crazy. I I hate it so much. The one thing that's really good about American social media compared to Asian social media is that in Asia, their filters are very, very, very strong. Like they've had filter technology that's way more advanced over here for many years, and everyone over there is really good at it now. Her face, I guarantee you, if you turn off whatever filter system that she's using, she probably looks like a man. I'm gonna be completely honest. There's no way she has this face. Okay. I've been over there many, many, many times. I never see these hottie bodies like this anywhere. Okay. When you see them online compared to what you see them in real life is completely different. The other comment I would like to make is that a lot of these ladies do their makeup for the camera. So when you see them in real life, their makeup looks crazy. The contouring is crazy when you see it in real life, ladies. Don't do your contouring makeup in real life. Do that by yourself in the camera in your room by yourself. Do not share that with the rest of us. Okay? Okay, let's keep going.
promoting skincare products right there at the stall. Another pretty young woman was seen quickly preparing freshly squeezed lemon juice. A poetic voiceover played in the background. Who isn't tired? Who doesn't suffer? We can only rely on ourselves. People online commented, wondering if even street vending has become this competitive. One person asked the blogger, I want to sell milk tea too, but how do you handle the water situation? Don't
That's the question they asked. That's what they're wondering. How do you handle the water situation? Listen, okay. She's got plastic cups. You just I think the video goes on to say like how do you wash the cups and whatnot? You don't wash them. Okay, you're on the street. Okay, everything's dirty on the street. We all know that that's part of the risk we all take when we eat street vendor food. Okay, so that's what's going on right now over there in China. They have hottie bodies on the streets being street vendors, and I find this. Oopsies, oopsies. Sorry. I find this hilarious because let's watch more of this.
to wash the cup after every drink? Someone replied, you think they're street vendors, but actually they're influencers. Their real job is doing live streams. A popular saying is going around in China. We're all trying hard to live, running street stalls. The phrase has become a trend on both social media and in city streets. As the US China trade war drags on, China's street vending economy has suddenly exploded. As the economy declines, many industries are shrinking into low cost street vending. Many young, attractive women who lost their jobs have turned to running stalls to make a living.
Oh, you see here, you see her face here, heavy filter, like I was talking about earlier, and you can see by the shadows of her eyes here that in real life this looks crazy. Like I hate it so much when they do the heavy filters or their uh camera makeup outside because camera makeup in real life looks crazy. Okay. I just know it. I just know it. Heavy filters.
This shift happens to match male consumers' habits of buying from roadside stalls. Some online observers pointed out that the customers of these female vendors
It goes on to say that the customers of these female vendors are bulk. You handle the water situation. Ugh. Um, they said that their customers are mainly guys. I wonder why. And we have bulk here in the comments saying that he'll handle the water situation. So he'll he'll help the ladies with the water if they need it. Um, yeah, so that's what's going on right now in the Chinese economy. They are shutting down factories and they're all going to be street vendors. This reminds me of the '08 crash that we had, right, in America, where food trucks became a thing. Like, d- all of a sudden, food trucks became the rage in like that '08 time. And this reminds you of that right now, where their hottie bodies are in the streets trying to live stream. Okay, now this just hit me. You know how they've been saying that American social media is manipulated by China to make us dumber? Well, guess what, guys? We're all on the same level now. That's right. We got your ladies in the streets doing doing live streams. Um, okay, so I guess earlier when I was talking about Kanye, the audio didn't play, and it's not the same thing. You have to hear the audio to see what I'm talking about when I'm talking about the Kanye thing, because I found it hilarious that what he's doing right now. So I'm gonna play it again for the third time. I'm sorry. I'm doing this live. Technical things happen, and we can only move on. Okay. All right. Let's go. Okay. Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Sorry. 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 Didn't have it ready. I didn't have it ready. And when you share when it's not ready, it doesn't work. Okay. All right. Let's try that again. I'm sorry. Boom. 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 Share audio. Boom. Boom. All right. As I was saying earlier, this is Kanye on Twitch a while back. He got banned very quickly. I believe it was like a record. Like within like a few hours, Twitch was like, "Get out of here. We don't want any of this." And I'll rehash it again since I'm sharing it again. Kanye released a song maybe a few days ago or whatever uh, called Cousins, where he said that he had relations with his male cousin who's in jail right now for being a pregnant lady, and he's in jail for I believe life. So he can't say anything to reboot uh, uh, Kanye's claims in the song that he had relations with his cousin when he was 14. Okay, so let's play this again. I'm sorry if you suffered through the first few minutes of this already.
I can take this watch, put it like this. Now it's like I can use gay privilege now. Gay, okay, who gay people are and shit. Now it's like I can use a swastika. I can use a rainbow flag. I can use a 6-point star, the gangster disciple, GD. I can use a cross, Christian. I'm Christian. There's no symbol. I can take the swastika, put it like this. Now
Oh my gosh. It's still very funny, okay? Um if you guys couldn't hear, the audio is very bad, but Kanye is basically saying that ever since that song came out, he can now use all the rainbow powers to his will. He's collecting all the powers, right? He's got the saluting powers, he's got the rainbow powers, he's got hip hop powers, he's got uh, JD powers. He's got the cross power. He's got all the powers, and he's assembling them all together, and he's gonna wield it to his will. So in the future, you're gonna see rainbow swastika Star of David on a cross. Like basically, at some point, he's gonna make a shirt that's gonna be a rainbow swastika on a cross, with a star of David in the background. Oh wait! If you put all those symbols together, now that I'm thinking about it, with the Star of David in the background, it kind of looks like some satanic symbol. Oh, I wish I could just draw it right now, but you can imagine, like some kind of rainbow satanic. Imagine if you actually did put all the symbols together like that on top of each other, the Star of David with the cross, with the swastika, and then make it all rainbowy. You summon some sort of uh, crooked Satan Jewish demon with a mustache. I'm just imagining a South Park episode about this now. That would be amazing. Thank you, Kanye, for the endless hours of entertainment. I Every once in a while I like to go back and just watch Kanye when he was with Michael Myers, and he just said Bush doesn't care about black people. It's one of the funniest things that you ever seen. Just seeing the reaction that everyone had, hilarious. Okay, what else did I saw in the news? Well, let's move on. Okay, we're gonna move on. Oh, I know what I saw today, and this is breaking in a way that I feel like we have to talk about it because I I don't know if it's funny, but I just found it very interesting, and half the time it's whatever. All right, Newark Newark Airport delays come as controllers are on trauma leave due to communication outage, says the FAA. Okay? The FAA and our friends in the Spaceland, not Spaceland, at the airport are having huge issues right now because if you guys don't know, I believe a few weeks ago, there was an incident at the Newark airport where the controllers lost, I believe, radar or communication with all the planes around. And they had 5 controllers at the time there, and they were working basically what they call blind. They had some silly like short term for it, but essentially they can't see any of the planes. That's basically what happened, and that's been over for like 2-3 weeks now. And what's happening is that apparently it was so traumatizing that they had to do this, that those 5 controllers that were there at the time are allowed to take what they call trauma leave. So they're out for 45 days. And we're having a national shortage of flight controllers as it is. I believe they said that we are 2,000 flight controllers short nationwide. And now with these guys gone, they're even more short. And so it's causing massive delays in air travel in this particular area of Newark. And I'm, so it's funny. It's like sometimes things happen, and you just learn all kinds of stuff that you were just not expecting to learn. And I didn't expect to wake up today and learn about. Sorry if you don't know what I'm doing. The other thing I do on the side is I make puzzle boards for kids. So I'll be doing that as I'm talking to you guys. Sorry, in this economy, you got to multitask, okay? And so they've been out for 45 days because of this incident, and it's causing huge delays in flights out of this area of Newark. Now, what I found interesting, or at least funny, is that I didn't know that this was a thing. I didn't know trauma leave, and it's in the law, I guess, in flight that if something big happens like this, you have to take 45 days off, or they're allowed to take 45 days off. So all of them are taking it, and now there's not enough flight controllers to do the flight controlling stuff. Um, I wish we all had that option. I'm just kind of curious to see what other industries have that option because it's in a way they're doing their job, but I know it's a very hard job. But 45 days paid leave for an incident like that. I wonder if you're in that situation, do you pray for one of these incidents to pop up so you could just take your family on an extended vacation? I don't know. I'm laughing at this, but it's somewhere in there. There's a funny in there. We gotta find it. I know it has to do with them doing their job and they get time off now because they did their job. So I don't know. But I was just thinking that doesn't happen to um, ER doctors or like just it doesn't happen in the medical field as much. So I'm kind of curious why they are allowed to do that. Or do firefighters? Does that happen? Does this happen to firefighters? If you go fight a fire, it's traumatizing. Do you get to basically coast the next day? So that's my question that I have there. I don't know. We'll see. All right. Yeah. Oh, we didn't get to do the thing that we always like to do every day. Okay. As this trade war is going on, right? And what I've been doing every day is I've been loving to go take a look at the ships coming in and out to see if the ships are coming or not. I feel like the last few days or so, more and more container ships are coming in. Let's take a look at this. Okay, I think the last 2 days that we did this, and I do this every day, not at the same time. I feel like I should do it at the same time though, to get a better understanding of. But we've been going in. Oh, look at this bad boy! Look at this bad boy! Going to the from China. What about you? From China. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Where you? Where did you come from? Interesting. This one is from Long Beach going to Vietnam. It's going back. So we got 1, 2, 3. We got 4 ships. Any ships on the way? In the middle. Boom. We got 5. Oh. It's loading. It's loading, guys. It's loading. We got it. Let's see what's there. Oh, going to Canada. Come on, traitor. Going to Canada. What are you gonna do in Canada? Okay, Bulk, if you're still here, it's very funny. And like I said, this is live. Okay, so but I know Bulk's been here a long time. What I find very funny is that I've mentioned this a while back about my thoughts when Donald Trump first announced that he was deporting immigrants and whatnot, right, out. And this was, I don't know when we talked about this. This was many weeks ago. But when I first saw the news pop up, what was my first thought? My first thought was that these workers were eventually going to be used for some kind of labor camp or whatnot, right? And then what was the other thing I said a while back? I don't know if you guys remember. If you've been in here a few times, I've said it, that they're going to make labor camps. And one of the great places to make a labor camp is Greenland, because Greenland's an island and Greenland can be our new Australia. And as the days go on and as we see what's coming out in the news, I feel like I wasn't very far off on the possibilities of what is going to happen over the next few months or so, because Trump's talks about taking Greenland have become more and more aggressive. And I'm telling you, okay, if you're still here, you're listening to this, or you tune in every day, I am telling you, in the near future, Greenland will be taken over by America. And, there was talk, I talked about this yesterday, there was talks of Trump wanting to reopen Alcatraz, but I was saying that Alcatraz is too expensive to reopen. And no one even in the regular media even talked about this, that Alcatraz, I looked it up, okay, is a tourist attraction, right? And literally the first thing I thought of when I saw the news that they want to reopen Alcatraz, and I don't know why none of these news media channels talked about this, because this is literally the easiest thing that you could possibly say to reboot this whole thing about them wanting to reopen Alcatraz. Okay, Alcatraz, it was the most expensive, one of the most expensive prisons to operate, because it's an island. It's an island in the middle of the cold San Francisco Bay, right? I believe when I looked it up, and I literally just Googled it really quick, it costs about $5 million a year to operate as a prison. And in a way, that's why it closed down, because it costs too much to run the prison, right? Because of the boat, every time you have prisoners come in and out, did I say it's a boat? It's an island. Every time you have prisoners come in and out, you have to ferry them. Every time you need supplies, you got to get a boat. It was just, and the guards, when they go home, you got to ferry them out. I, what I'm thinking about, oh my God, did I mess up? Did I mess up? No, don't mess it up. All right, good thing I didn't glue it. I haven't glued it. Oh my God, I almost messed up. Anyways, what was it? Oh yeah, Alcatraz. We'll talk about it again. Okay. Every time the guards, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm thinking about Deep Soup, Deep Blue Sea, Blue, Deep Blue, the movie with LL Cool J. You know what I'm talking about? When they had the sharks and they were on an island, and then everything went crazy, and it was the only time a black guy actually survived a movie. Deep Blue Sea. Yeah, where they ferry them onto the oil rig or whatever, and they have to stay there for like a week or something like that. That's what it's probably like when I'm imagining what it's like to work on Alcatraz. You get ferried over, you stay there for a week, and then you come back, and it's unsustainable, right? And I'm gonna say it again, okay? If America ever gets Greenland, it's gonna become a mega factory prison where it's going to become a work camp. I'm telling you now. I'm telling you now. You guys can keep following this, but I said it first, okay? And back to the other thing about Alcatraz. I don't know why none of the news channels covered this, right? So I said $5 million a year to operate. First thing I did when I saw that they wanted to reopen Alcatraz, and then I knew that it was a park, a tourist attraction. I looked up how many people go to Alcatraz a year, and what are the ticket prices, and then how much money does it generate? Did you know that Alcatraz tourism to Alcatraz makes about $60 million a year? $60 million a year to be a tourist trap, or having it cost $5 million to operate as a working prison, because being a tourist trap and being a working prison are truly different things. So yeah, it's generating money for the government right now because it's under the national park program, and they charge you to go there. So reopening Alcatraz is not happening because you would lose out on the sweet Alcatraz money. Right. All right. I think I covered all the topics I wanted to cover today, or at least for right now. I'll be back later. Thank you, and see you guys later.